Yeah, good morning, fellow gamers. It is I once again, Shire the Risen, back with another Destiny 2 video. Well, basically, as you can see from the title, this video will be about an event that is taking place right now, which is called the Solstice of Heroes. It is basically an event, some type of commemoration for, I guess, what we did and what we've been through, and like different, they have these events basically, and a lot of it is basically, mostly just to keep us busy and allow us to gradually earn different things that we couldn't normally earn in the game, such as shaders and maybe different things. But this one in particular was really good because they allowed you to not only earn like shaders, you're actually earning an armor set that you can actually use that is really beautifully crafted. And so for the most part, oh, and it also allows you to get this gear at a greater light level. Like you have to go through three different armor sets in order to get, well, actually, yeah, three different armor sets to get to that one. By the third armor set, you'll have to basically complete certain tasks in order to upgrade that. And yeah, it's beautiful. The armor, the shaders, everything that you can earn from doing this is beautiful. But if you're one of those people that don't have a lot of time, maybe you have a family, you're taking care of kids, maybe you're taking care of brothers and sisters, nobody really knows your situation. But if this is you, you may be lucky to get at least one armor set in. Not to mention, if you got two or three characters, yeah, the grind is gonna be real. You may not be able to accomplish it unless you just got one of those stay at home jobs or whatever. But this is the only part that I don't like about this grind. It's like a lot of us have families, a lot of us have things to do. And no, I'm not a casual, I'm a hardcore Destiny fan, and it's been proven. uh but the whole thing about this event is the missions. Like, I understand, you want to make it long. Basically, this is, you're giving us something in order to work. You're giving us something to work towards, and that's understandable. The only thing I don't understand is why the missions, look at, basically, this is what happens. When you get the different armor sets, you're gonna have to upgrade them, and in it, every different piece of armor that you see on that screen, from the helmet to the gauntlets to the chest piece to the legs to the you know the ornaments, you're gonna have to earn. And in each of those brackets there's three, so you're gonna have to complete a story mission that you've already ran when you bought the Destiny 2, and the Trials of Osiris, whatever. I mean, not Trials of Osiris, but when you bought Destiny 2, your first story missions, you've already completed these particular story missions, but they want you to run through them, and that's no problem. They're the only thing they did was, they gave us the story missions, put harder enemies, and like cranked up the difficulty slightly, and that's as far as the health pool of like different enemies that you're gonna face. This mission in particular is long because you have to deal with the major boss at the end, but not necessarily him. He is a pain, and fighting him is going to be tedious. It's going to be, sometimes you're just going to want to give up because it's like, damn, he's not hard to beat. He just has you running around so much. Spoiler alert. For those who have not played him, but yeah, he's gonna have you running around because he's constantly switching elements, and sometimes I've been cheated. Like I've faced him and just get one shot it, or he teleports some weird spot. Like a lot of things have been going on in this game since the Solstice of Hero began. Even in the Crucible, I'm having problems with. I don't know if people are using glitches or if they're, what they're doing. But I've noticed that I've seen like people run to the, when you're fighting them, they'll run straight to the corner, and then somehow they're not there no more. They're outside of the door or something on the other side of the wall, or you know, uh, they'll they'll get the running in place, and you're shooting them, and all of a sudden you're dead. You know, and I know you have lag and you have all this stuff, but in a lot of cases that's been happening. I'll just see somebody be fighting you, and all of a sudden they'll turn and run straight to the corner, and then all of a sudden they're not there no more. You're you're shooting at a blank wall, and they're outside of the door coming through the little opening like that. That is what I'm talking about, like that type of thing that's going on. I don't know, like I said, if it's a glitch or if it's lag, or maybe somebody's using lag switches. I don't know, but it just seems like when it that does happen, it's like I'm running up against teams that are like really coordinated. Like I'm saying, I'm not gonna say it's cheating, but it's just like it's too coincidental that it's well coordinated teams that do these things, that's able, that somehow these glitches happen to. But that's besides the point. Like I said, this is basically just my thoughts on the Solstice of the Heroes. I think it's really good. I think it's really good if you got one character. But if you're like me, you got three different characters. I got a Titan, a Warlock, and a Hunter. In order, I mean, they give you a month to get all this accomplished, but you also have to take into account that you got family things to do. You got to take care of kids. You work. You know what I'm saying? You cook, you clean, you got to do all these things in the world. So like I feel for people that may casually jump on this game, even some hardcores, because a lot of people that are hardcores, they still got things to do, whether they're in school, whether they're in college, whether they're they got these long jobs, and they they literally want to get on this game and be able to get the armor they need. I still haven't got the Whisper of Worms, because I mean, let's be honest, finding people to actually run through that is like digging for a needle in a haystack. People are like, oh, well, you can go to LFG. No, I've been to LFG, and it's like basically first come, first serve. It's not like Destiny 1 where if I wanted to, I didn't have my friends on, I wanted to get into a raid, that I could get on there and guarantee there's going to be 40, 50 people looking for raids. Some first timers, some experience, and some people just looking for help, and then I would help them, and find a few more people that just to fill the team. But the LFG now, it's not like that. It's like everybody has clans. I just got into another clan, but I was basically forced to get into a clan in order to try to complete a mission that you're gonna have to have. Spoiler alert, for the people that don't want to know, go ahead and turn it off now if you're even still watching. But yeah, basically, you're in order to complete a certain activity, you're gonna have to do it with at least one clanmate. Not only that, but okay, let's just go through the first one. Like I said, on each piece of armor that you get, you're gonna have to do particular story missions, which basically on the first, once you go from green to blue, you're gonna have to do them same story missions all over again. This one is the chosen. You'll have to do payback. You'll have to do basically all the story missions that you did in order to complete Destiny 2 in the beginning. Once you got it and you go through all this almighty fight God, whatever, you have to do that. You're gonna have to get, depending on your character, you're gonna have to get so many orbs. You had to create so many orbs. You had to create void, maybe solar. Then on your other character, you're probably gonna have to do arc and void, and then you know, not to mention, you, like I said, you got to do the story mission. The story missions you can't just run through. Look at, so far on this mission, I've ran out of ammo twice. You know, twice I ran out of ammo, and when you're dealing with these yellow bars, they don't die easy. Whatever Bungie did, they made them bullet sponges. Like, it takes so long to break their shield, and then not to only break their shield, but basically just to kill them. Look, it almost died a gang of times, and if I died, it started all over again. I would have to fight them and like their whole group, and you know what I mean. Basically, you'll get your armor, your ammo back then, but yeah, that just takes too long when you have to, when you have other things to do. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I like Solstice of Heroes. I think it's a really good concept. I think the grind was real, but I wish there was some way that we could get the armor that we didn't have to grind the same missions over and over. Like maybe instead of doing we on the first piece of armor we do the story missions. On the second piece of armors we do strikes, and maybe a nightfall. Maybe two got to run through the nightfall twice, and even then trying to find people to do nightfalls, it's like pulling a needle out of a haystack. It's LFG is just not popping like that anymore, like people try to proclaim. Most of the people that say this are the people that got clan members, or the people that got friends on the list that they can just hit up and be like, hey, let's do nightfall. And I got like 500 and something on my list. I just don't hit them up because a lot of times they're doing something else, like with their clan or whatever, or they're on different games. Unfortunately, not everybody plays Destiny on my friends list anymore, but I mean, it's one of those situations to where people kind of moved on. I think the Forsaken will bring them back for how long, depending on how good the content is. In fact, I had got something from one of my friends that haven't jumped on here in a long time. He like moved on to like Elder Scrolls or one of those games. But my whole thing on this particular event is like it's worth it. If you want the armor, you want to get 405, the raid, that's you're gonna need this power on the raid for the Forsaken, and just like the light level period when you're dealing with some of the new enemies on the Forsaken DLC. But it's just, if you don't have that type of time to grind for this, you unless you literally take every hour upon hour to get this, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. You're not gonna be able to complete it because just the last part alone. It's like if you're like me, you haven't did you did one raid, never finished it, went like halfway, uh, and you haven't so you don't really know the mechanics too well. But not only that, you can't find people that want to help take you through the raid, like they got the guided games or whatever, and I've tried that, it don't work. A lot of people that I look for to help me like run through these missions, they're not there, dude. And usually people, they want you to be a certain light level, and they want you to at least have been through the mission in order to run you through it. Like, I'm not saying that it never happens, that they never take people through this type of of you know through the raid without knowing anything, but it's far in between. Like, you will literally spend hours upon hours trying to find somebody to take you through a raid, and not to mention, once you tell them that you've never did a raid, you think they're gonna want to take you through prestige? Like, I found that out the hard way a lot of times. Like, oh, you haven't did it? Oh, well, sorry, we're looking for people that have actually played the raid. What can you say to that? That means there's another hour or something you got to go searching on LFG Destiny Team Finder in order to try to find something, because you only have a certain amount of hours to get certain things done. And some days more than others. My job is a lot different, so I'm afforded a lot of this time to be able to grind. But even with that, excuse this, even with that, it's still a serious grind that needs to be on the next event to be fine tuned. I understand it's something, you're giving us armor, you want to keep us busy until the Forsaken CD. I mean, this comes out. I already pre-ordered Destiny the Forsaken. I pre-ordered every game, uh every DLC that Destiny comes out with. And other games like Division, like I've pre-ordered, because I played the beta, I played the closed beta, like. But Destiny was just one of those games that was brought to me, was shown to me, and I just immediately took to it. To me, it was basically like a Halo and Star Wars combined. But just in a different league of its own. Well, I'm not gonna go into why I got on Destiny, but I'm just gonna say, you know, for anybody that's been watching my content, I've always been a Destiny fanboy. I'm always gonna be a Destiny fanboy. I mean, if they do something wrong, I will speak on it. I'm not one of those kiss asses, but to be honest, it's just my game. I love it, and I continue to play it and support it as much as I can by buying certain things. So that should never be in question when I'm talking about exactly what this grind is. Like, it's just, I think, we could do something better besides running through story missions, over and over. Because, like I said, on the first piece of armor, the green, you're going to have to run the story missions. You're going to have to get a certain amount of orbs. on one armor, a certain amount of orbs on the other armor, and then you're gonna have to once you finally do all that, and you get a nightfall in, and you get 100% of super kills in the Crucible. You can't get them nowhere else. You got to get them in the Crucible. After that, you'll complete that armor. You go to the tower, go to the Solstice statue, uh, and then you upgrade to your blue armor. And in your blue armor, you have to basically grind on that, as far as like now they want you to get solar kills with a solar weapon. So you have to get 100% on solar kills with a solar weapon. uh you have to do all the story missions that you did on the first piece of armor all over again. uh then you might, on your other piece, you might have to get all void weapon kills or all arc weapon kills, and so on and so forth. Basically, it's the same grind, it's the same story missions, it's just running it over again, uh just with a different armor set on, and so you do that. Okay, let's say if you're able to do that, then you get to your purple, which is your legendary. Then once you get to your legendary, now a whole different type of thing opens up. Now you got to do uh nightfall, but you got to get night on your nightfall. You got to reach the threshold of points that it's on, well, a prestige nightfall. There's a certain threshold that you reach. I don't know if it's the max, but basically you have to get a certain score in order to accomplish that, and you got to do it with a clanmate. And not to mention, you not may not even be in a clan. It's like I said, I barely, somebody sent me, I was looking for a clan, somebody sent me a clan invite, but how long I'm gonna stay with this clan, who knows? Probably not that long. Probably as long as the Solstice of Heroes, because even when they're on, they're not helping. Like, the whole thing of joining a clan is to help each other out to accomplish certain goals. At least the other clan that I was from did that. This one, uh, is kind of like, there's probably like five of us in this clan, and everybody's doing their own thing. So like I said, I'm probably not gonna stay with this clan long. I'm probably gonna try to really search for a good clan that's always raiding, that's always doing content, because when I jump on Destiny, I'm always on Destiny. I play other games, but for the most part, for my clan, I'll jump off those games and jump on this games. Uh, in order to get stuff accomplished, I want to accomplish the raids, but like I said, it's one of those situations to where it's just not possible at this time, and that's what I'm saying. You not only gotta do a nightfall on prestige, hitting the threshold of points, max, I think max threshold of points, but you also gotta do a prestige raid. If you've never did a raid period, or don't have people to help you, how, when are you supposed to upgrade that armor? Like, and is there a time limit to it? Like, that's what's not clear. It's like, how are you supposed to accomplish a lot of this stuff with no clan? To go on LFG, and it's like, if you're crunched for hours, you're basically, you're just, excuse my language, you're just shit out of luck, because a lot of people that's want to do prestige raids are not looking for beginners. They don't want noobs. They want people that have did it a few times, or maybe been through the raid once at least. And for somebody like me that has only been halfway, nobody's gonna want to do that. Nobody's gonna want to, it's so rare for somebody. Look at, they're charging 100 and something to be Sherpa through the raid. How, like, what the hell is that? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if I had it, and I was really trying to get it done, I can't knock nobody's hustle, but that's what it's come down to. Like, before in Destiny 1, you had people that would Sherpa you through, you know, they had their two, and they would run you through like the Trials of Osiris if you paid. And it was simple. Some people ran you just for $20, and say if that's one of your things you needed to accomplish, going flawless on uh, your moments of triumph, which they've brought that back. You pay $20, have somebody help you Basically, if you're a good at, if not, they would carry you. But if you could hold your own, then basically you had help. You would go flawless. You would knock that off the list, and you would be done. But now it's like it's so bad you can't find nobody for a raid really, and it's, I mean, come on, you're paying 100 and something just to be carried through a raid. Like that should say something, and that's what Bungie should look at. Do something a little different next time, so it allows everybody to participate in it without being stressed out and feeling like they got to go above and beyond and basically miss work in order to accomplish this. Especially when you got multiple characters, they should make it. If you're paying $80 for a game, like me, I played the max because I got the highest one. You should be able to get certain things done without having to be stymied by the fact that you don't got people to help you. But that's besides the point. That was just, this video was not so much to criticize it, just hopefully in the future Destiny, I mean Bungie will come something slightly different to help us out, the ones that are really hardcore in this game, and even the casuals, because they paid for their game, and that's that we need help. We need help to accomplish a lot of these goals, and to upgrade this armor to max. I'm gonna need help, and and clans are not always working. And like people might say, find a good clan. And if you got a good clan and you ain't all toxic and you feel like you want to help me out, then hit me up. Drop a message in the comment, and I will definitely check your clan out and jump in, because I'm trying to get stuff done. I'm a hardcore, and no shot at the casuals because they're trying to get it done too. But we this needs to happen somehow. Give guided games something a lot different so they want to help people. But anyways, as you can see, my name is Sire the Risen. This is not a rant. This is basically my thoughts on the Solstice of Heroes. The video's long because I felt like I had a lot to speak about, and I like hearing my voice, whatever. But anyways, you enjoy the rest of your day. This is Destiny 2, Solstice of Hero, and my thoughts on it. And this is all going down. Sword versus sword. And hope you enjoyed the video. I am out. Late.